Forever Friends program. So once they move out,
that is really neat.
if they move out, and even if they go up like to the Barrington or any of the Kenwood Four Seasons or any place, they can always come back to participate in our programs. Besides that, let's see, I wanted to, I wanted to thank ICRC.
Oh, okay.
We talked about it earlier. This whole idea, and Brad, I really appreciate the fact that this is happening, because we have programs like our History 101 program that ICRC is covering right now. A spectacular program, and it's an opportunity for the experts in the field of the Civil War, this being the Civil War sesquicentennial, I believe you pronounce it. Each month we have History 101 sponsors, brings in an expert on different things like Grant and Sherman, the Ohio team. We've had, I think coming up we have Morgan's Raiders. And these gentlemen and women know about the Civil War.
I bet I know.
You probably know
Lester. I know Lester Horowitz, who wrote the book.
I do.
Morgan. Oh, maybe you don't.
Well, I do know that name.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but I don't know him.
Oh, okay. But he would be a good person to come. But anyway, I wish we had more time, and I hope to talk to you further about what you're doing. It's wonderful.
Well, I'm just so glad that this program's going.
Well, we should have, with each of you, have your own show, your own 30 minutes. It's so interesting. Thank you. This is a real treat.
It's my pleasure.
So, can you tell us a little bit about Home Watch Caregivers?
Sure. Well, I'm a certified senior advisor and president of Home Watch Caregivers here in Cincinnati.
Oh, wow.
And my husband Nick and I have a long history of helping others throughout our careers. Okay. So when a family illness required that we relocate to Cincinnati, it was quickly apparent that operating a home care company would help meet our goal of continuing to help others. I like Home Watch because it allows me to have a positive impact on people's lives. We get to help people remain in their homes by providing quality home care, which keeps them safe and secure at home. This gives their children peace of mind in knowing that their loved ones are being cared for by reliable, trustworthy caregivers. And we help caregivers by matching their unique skills and abilities with people who need help the most.
Okay, and you said you moved here, you relocated here. Where are you from?
I'm from originally Cincinnati.
Oh, okay.
And moved to Louisville for several years. And we moved back here to Cincinnati and began this business.
So this is your business that you started?
It's an international franchise, and we own the rights to the Cincinnati territory.
Oh, that's wonderful. So you said that you enjoy helping people. Is there someone? Do you have one story in particular that kind of touched you, or?
I would have to. I will summarize it in general because there are many instances, and some are heartfelt, some are teary, some are sad. But helping people in general, I think the biggest surprise that comes to mind when I am helping someone, it's not just helping the client, but it's getting that phone call from the daughter in Chicago or the son in New York, and they are so happy to have somebody here, someone to watch their parents. And I receive notes and letters that just are so gratifying to know that you're not only helping the person that you're hired to help, but the real true pleasure is helping the son or daughter who is across the country, and you're able to give them a little peace of mind in knowing that their loved one is being taken care of. So
yeah, I understand that because I went through that with both my parents and my in-laws, and my husband and I lived out of town, and it was wonderful to have someone come in and help when we couldn't be there. You can never
underestimate the value of peace of mind. It's
I agree. You are absolutely right. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming on.
You're welcome.
Keep up the good work. It sounds very valuable.
Right. If anyone needs assistance with home care services,
how can they get in touch with you?
Or if they need just help assessing their options, they can contact me at 513-407-9824 or on the web at homewatchcaregivers.com. / Cincinnati.
Okay, and then afterwards, if you could put that down here, we could also flash that
That's wonderful.
on the show.
Business card.
Oh yeah, that would be good too.
Okay.
Okay, thanks so much for coming.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, and our last guest is Maggie Devereaux, Comfort Keepers. Thanks for coming out tonight.
It's nice to be here with you.
So, Comfort Keepers, can you tell us something about your business or your work?
It's Comfort Keepers. I'm with the Greater Cincinnati, actually the northeastern part of Greater Cincinnati.
Okay.
Comfort Keepers office. We provide in-home non-medical care for our families, primarily elderly, that are in need of a little help and wish to remain independent in their homes. And this is nice, because, you know, it's hard. Nobody wants to leave their home.
Mm-hmm.
And even when you're forced to because of medical problems or illness, there's still a link that we can provide to those that are living in retirement communities or in apartments or condos, you know, doing the same things that all comfort, all in-home care agencies do in terms of helping people with things around the house or just, you know, helping them prepare meals. But the difference with our organization is we help do it in a way that involves the customers themselves. It's called interactive caregiving. And
now, can you explain that, or were you about to explain it?
I can just, just briefly. It's involving the people our clients in their care, instead of just going in and fixing their lunch and giving it to them, or making their bed for them, or writing their letters for them. We sit down and do it with them. Our caregivers are all trained, go through extensive training to take part in helping them achieve that feeling of still doing something. And I think that's a real nice aspect.
And I think it's important.
It is. It's terribly important. I have an older mother. My mom will be 92 this year.
Wow.
And I've had lots of older people in my family that I've given care to. And it's just so nice to see people, helping people still stay vital and take care of themselves, because that's part of the thing, is the education.
We maintain this feeling of determination still in this age, which is usually losing with age.
It just,
how
many times my mother, when she fell a few years ago, which began her process of having to leave her home, I said, "Why did you do that?" And she said, "I wanted to see if I could."
People want to hold on to that independence.
That's right, and
as long as possible. That's true.
That's exactly right.
Okay, well,
but I wish you good luck with this program.
Thank you, and we have your email, and we have your website, so we'll put that on our segment. And thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, well, thank you everybody for coming out tonight. It was a wonderful show. And don't you think we met some very fascinating people tonight?
Oh yeah, but I'm so
really
impressed.
Wonderful, giving people. I mean, I just think it's wonderful. What a wonderful
team. Yes, we can create.
Yes, and what wonderful people in Cincinnati. So, thank you very much for coming out tonight. I hope you come back and join us again for the ages. I used to be a teacher. I used to be a high school English teacher.
Yeah. What is your role in this whole thing?
I'm helping Brad. I'm helping Brad host.
Like Oprah.
Yeah.
You're
I wish. But, I'm helping facilitate the show. But when I don't do that, I write books. I own a film company. I own 10 Roof Films. And my first movie is coming out in October. And it was based on, I had this kid from Mason High School. I wrote another book, and my first book was a literary romance called Micah's Child. And I was at a book signing out in Westchester at a Barnes & Noble. And this boy he was about 16 from Mason High School, came over to me. And he said, he was listening to my talk, and he said, "So you were a former teacher?" And I said, yes. And he said, well, you need to write my story, because I was a former high school English teacher. And his story was that when he was in the 9th grade and even in junior high, he was treated so badly and bullied so badly because he was extremely overweight that he attempted suicide. So I listened to his story and I met him, and this is based on his story, but because I taught for like 25 years, I used a lot of students that I had in the past. Like in the movie, there's a girl named Sable, and she's a cutter. There's a boy who ran away from home because his parents were abusive and alcoholics, and a lot of the kids in the book are based on real kids. But this is fiction, and it's being read by a lot of high schools throughout the country. Some schools are making the school system read it, because of all the bullying and suicides. And I also go around and give speeches to educators, at different conferences because of the book. I was forced into speaking in front of my peers, which, is a stretch for me. It was always easier to speak to the kids. So anyway, that's what I'm doing, and
we'll have to get you an even deal.
Regina, would you like to say a few things about yourself?
I teach foreign language in Academy for World Languages in Cincinnati Public Schools. I teach Russian because I have a Russian background. All my life I have been an ESL teacher, English as a second language, to foreign kids. And under the roof of For the Ages, I really would like to help those seniors with foreign language background who are today more and more in number, and they really need to somehow organically put together their cultures and newly acquired American one, so that they will still stay in harmony. In this age, it's very important, because if young generation pick up very quickly both language and culture, when it comes to older generation, there are many issues on this level. So that's what I plan to do. Thank you very much for coming.